questions I was wondering about is if you had ever thought that Don't Ask, Don't Tell was, in a way, helping certain soldiers not suffer from homophobia from their fellow soldiers.
Our own homophobia as well. I think what Don't Ask, Don't Tell does is it traps people very solidly, very powerfully. So if there's one thing that it does well, is it certainly enforces shame very well. We talk about protecting our brave service members, and we should do everything that we can to support them. But to say that by keeping Don't Ask, Don't Tell, we're in any way protecting our gay or transgender service members, and I say transgender because it indirectly does affect transgender service members, we are not helping them. We have to realize that the Army's and the military suicide rates that are historic high, post-traumatic stress, coming back from war, depression, isolation, survivor guilt, burying your best friends, your battle buddies, seeing them get their legs blown off, wondering why you didn't get your legs blown off. Those are very difficult things to deal with, and imagine also trying to come out and trying to deal with that pain, especially if, like me, you join because you're compensating for something or because you have inadequacies or you were never intending to come out. And you've known it all along, but you don't know how. You don't know that there's somebody else who's gone through it. And people are afraid to even connect. That very human connection that is the most important step to reconciling and to healing a lot of the wounds, particularly of war. And having that human connection is impossible for a lot of gay people in the military. So to purport and to hypothesize that Don't Ask, Don't Tell somehow helps gay service members is absolutely bogus. You cannot say that. You know the suicide rates. 4 times more likely, gay people are 4 times more likely to kill themselves. 9 times more likely if they're in a homophobic environment. More than half of the gay, more than half of the homeless young people, military age, from 18 to 25, out on the street, are from gay or transgender communities. More than half. And that, I think when you think about it, joining the military is a way to elevate yourself from a lot of society's pains. This is not just a gay issue. I think one thing that we have to realize is that the reason why this issue of Don't Ask, Don't Tell is so important to labor groups as well as immigrant groups, as well a lot of different groups, is that military is a great equalizer, or it's meant to be. It cuts across class issues and differences, it should cut across race differences, religious differences, all of our identity differences, and we're getting there with gender differences. And the fact that gay people and transgender people are not allowed to serve, it really does show that our society is so lagging behind. The military is the #1 employer in the entire country as far as the workforce. It's the largest department of the government, and it is the only scholarship as far as university or college education. It's the only government fully funded scholarship program that we have. It is a way for people to pull themselves up, and for people like me who had options and could go other places, it is a way for us to serve, and it is a way for us to be educated about all different kinds of people, about Muslims, Muslim Americans who are serving, especially at a time right now, after September 11th, that there are so many issues between the different groups. We're talking about protecting anybody. You don't protect anybody by making them ignorant of the world around them, and you particularly do not make them any more protected or safe by keeping them from their own truth.